I should beat your pink buttocks, you lying little monkey!
Exclaimed the king. But then the doors to his chamber flew open, and the princess swept in, having been disturbed by all the beastly noise. And seeing her father about to spank a whimpering baboon, she demanded to know what on earth was going on.
Hi, my name's Matt, and this is my Kickstarter project to help get kids listening to classical music. It stars Brian Blessed and Rory Bremner.
That's right.
I think you can probably guess that those two are going to crop up quite a bit in this video. Now, I'm a music teacher, and I think this project is best described as being education by stealth. I take pieces of classical music and transform them into ridiculous stories so that kids absorb this music simply by following whatever the story is about.
This tale is about the bravest, the most cunning, and by far the hairiest pirate on the high seas, Sinbad the Sailor.
Loyal crew!
Says Sinbad.
Tell me, who is the bravest, most cunning pirate on the high seas?
Arr! You are!
Arred his crew.
And more importantly, who being not only the bravest and most cunning pirate, is also the hairiest?
Arr! Sinbad!
Now, it's well known that classical music is good for children. It improves their listening skills, it helps their emotional development, and it expands their imaginations. It's probably less well known that children are good for classical music. You see how I've turned it around there. In that they make it less stuffy, they insist that it can't be exclusive in any kind of way, and they're also vital for replenishing classical music audiences, many of whom are due to expire within the next few years.
No!
Unfortunately, yes. So I want to bring classical music to children, and children to classical music, which is why I created the Scheherazade CD that you can hear in this video. It's also why I pitched the CD to the big record labels. I was pretty excited to get the whole thing into development with EMI last year. I was definitely a bit less excited though when unfortunately it got scuppered, as a result of their takeover by Universal Music. However, with Kickstarter, I can hopefully now continue to develop this creative project without it getting derailed by any corporate takeovers. But I'm going to need some help to do this.
Okay, so who's going to volunteer for this mission?
Yeah, someone pipe up. I've done my part.
Rory is right. These guys have been great with their support for this project so far, but frankly they drew the line at lending me 25 grand for the next bit. But this is where you good pledgers of Kickstarter can come in. To begin with, I'd like to create a graphic novel to accompany the CD, which will help kids navigate their way through this pretty epic musical story set to the orchestral music of Scheherazade by Nikolai Rimsky-Korsakov and based on the 1001 Arabian Nights, which is about a very clever princess, a very stupid pirate, and a very hairy baboon.
Say hairy baboon one more time and I shall have to give you a spanking! Because I shall be very cross. That's why. Okay, carry on.
But also we can use these illustrations to create some music tuition apps, to redevelop the website, and to create some musical storybooks and animations. And if we raise enough funds, then we can do some live performances, some kids workshops, and we can make a whole load of new stories and recordings, with the added bonus that it will keep all these brilliant young professional musicians here, who recorded the first album, employed for many years to come. Except for that one there reading a book. Might have to sack him. The graphic novel will be illustrated by Faye Sims, who's a young artist recently published by Templar, and you can see from her work here that she has a richness in colour and texture that somehow really seems to suit this kind of music. So I think Faye's fantastic style will be absolutely ideal for this project. Now the way it'll work on Kickstarter is that the more you pledge, the more pages of the graphic novel we'll produce. I've put all the details of exactly how this will work in a spiel below, but basically what will happen is that once we pass a certain threshold and can show you some of the finished work, we'll then start holding you to ransom for the next bit. Now you're probably thinking, what's in all this for you?
Using my bravery, my cunning, and to a lesser extent, my hairiness, I shall make rich men of you all.
That's right. This project will make you rich. Not in terms of money or possessions, but with a small gift in return for your pledge that would be so expensive for you to somehow create yourself that by owning it, you'll feel like you're a millionaire. Namely, some clips of Brian Blessed and Rory Bremner delivering some of their best lines from the script, edited as MP3s, that you could use as a ringtone.
I should beat your pink buttons, you lying little monkey! I should beat your pink buttons, you lying little monkey! I should beat your pink butt...
Or for an alarm clock.
No! 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 No!
Or whatever else you might want to use them for. And of course we can provide copies of the completed graphic novel. Plus we'll also give away some limited edition copies of the CD, with a personal message written in them from either Brian or Rory. The final thing to say is that the evil government of the United Kingdom is currently trying to deny children access to this music by cutting funding for music services, for classical music, and to the arts in general. But hopefully with your support, this project can play a small part in combating this, in particular by letting us provide a lot of the material for free on our website. I'm a musician and a music teacher myself, and I hope that all children get a chance to discover this great music and a chance to listen to Brian Blessed delivering lines like these. Thanks for watching.
For you are responsible for the death of a princess, the death of the one heir to this kingdom's throne, the death of my only daughter, and you shall be punished with death yourself! Guards, see